Hi guys, Michael Jensen here. Today we left the aquarium room. We are out in this lake area to find some Daphnia. Daphnia are just one example of a variety of live food items that are important for your aquarium fish if you want them to thrive, show the best coloration and breed. And Daphnia can be caught in most small ponds and lakes. Daphnia are not insects. They are a genus of small planktonic crustaceans. Being just 0.2 to 5 millimeters in length, they can be difficult to see when you look into a pond or a lake. Because of their swimming style, these small crustaceans are called water fleas. They hop and dart in a motion that resembles the movement of fleas. Daphnia can be found in nearly all stillwater environments, ranging from acidic swamps to freshwater lakes and ponds. Even in the small ponds that might dry out during the summer months. The two most readily available species of Daphnia are Daphnia pulex, which is small and most common, and Daphnia magna, which is a bit larger. They are often associated with the related genus Moina, which is even smaller than D. pulex. Daphnia's life cycle is kind of interesting. In the spring, Daphnia hatches from eggs that have survived during winter. These new Daphnia produce eggs that don't need to be fertilized, and they start to produce a lot of new Daphnia. These spring-born crustaceans are all female, and this circle continues until late fall, when the first males are born. With the help of these males, the female produces fertilized eggs that can live through a cold winter and be ready to hatch in the spring. During winter, most of the adult Daphnia die, but the eggs in the body cavities remain alive and healthy. When the spring sun warms the pond, they hatch and the circle of life continues. Daphnia reproduce super fast, and they are an important food source for many water-living species, counting anything from dragonfly larvae to fish as large as full-grown trout. And they are a great live food for your aquarium fish as well. Daphnia themselves feed on small planktonic bacteria, infusoria and algae. All you need to catch a supply of these small crustaceans is a fine meshed net and a plastic bucket. The best way to avoid bringing any harmful diseases home to your aquarium fish is by catching your Daphnia in small ponds where there are no fish. Very small temporary ponds that may dry out part of the year are ideal, since very few fish species are able to live in those environments. Gently move the net in circles near the surface, bringing up Daphnia without stirring up dead leaves from the bottom is most effective. Daphnia are light sensitive and will be deeper in the water column in bright light, and they rise to the surface in the dark. Back home, you pour your cats through a fine meshed aquarium net. The clean Daphnia can be fed directly to your fish, or you can keep them alive in an outdoor pond or a large bucket. Keep in mind though that Daphnia needs lots of oxygen. And cold water holds more oxygen than warm water. If you need small Daphnia for feeding fish fry or nanofish species, you can use a set of signs to sort your cats. In winter, there won't be many small Daphnia. Daphnia population can bloom and disappear when conditions, season or weather change. When there's more food than your fish need, you can freeze some of your cats in small Ziploc bags and have a reserve in your freeze box. If you make the bags flat, they freeze up faster, and you can easily break the frozen food in small pieces, which make feeding a lot easier. The best way to use Daphnia, though, is feeding them live to your fish. I put the live Daphnia in a plastic box with a bit of clean rainwater and use a 3 feet long piece of silicone air tube to distribute the food to my tanks. Most aquarium fish loves Daphnia. I feed them to all of my tetras, barbs, cichlids, killifish, and rainbow fish. The great thing about these live food items are overfeeding isn't a great problem. The Daphnia that aren't eaten just stay in the tank, eating up infusoria, bacteria, and algae until they are eaten by the fish. Actually, introducing Daphnia to a new tank can speed up the circling process. You can cultivate Daphnia in your aquarium room and keep the supply running smoothly all through the season. But that's a subject for another video, I have in the pipeline.
That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching.